Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very awesome guest, and he's an actor and now a singer, and his name is Mason McNulty. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters, as you can already tell. I am the host of the Grue Rume Show. We're going to talk about his life as an actor, his life as now music artist. He has a song called Lessons of Love. He's been in multiple television shows. He was the lead in a John Wayne Gacy horror film, and it's going to be a fun time. So stay tuned, my gruelings, because my interview with Mason will be coming up very soon. And all right, buddy, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you. I'm excited.
Thanks, thanks. The first thing, you have amazing hair. Like that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I I actually tried to grow my hair out long, but it doesn't really work for me. But it definitely works for you though. So yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, it is very difficult to keep under wraps and not under wraps, but like keep it tame.
definitely use like a lot of stuff for it or anything. Like you put gel
Um,
and all that.
no, I mainly use this like hairspray and just kind of the way I blow dry when I'm done with the shower. I make sure it is puffy enough, but not like so puffy where like you can't even see my face anymore.
Nice, man. I guess the first thing I want to ask you is like, what drew you to want to act? Like, when did your passion start for acting?
Well, I started acting, oh God, years and years ago. I don't even remember because I think I was 3 months old when I like first started in the industry because I started like doing like background jobs.
Oh
And
wow.
my very first gig was a PSA for the state of Utah, where if you couldn't take care of your baby, you could leave them at a firehouse, and they would find the proper care for the child. And I
Oh,
was that child in the PSA. So I guess what really is like making me want to stay in it is all of the amazing stuff that I just see going on between the Oscars or
mhm.
the not the Grammys, the Emmys, just like all those amazing TV shows with those amazing actors and like hearing all their stories, it makes me want to picture myself up on that stage later on in life. So I guess that's what's really, pushing me forward.
Oh, all right, okay. When you were able to actually speak, like what was the first role you had?
Oh gosh. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, I gotta go back into the catalog. I think the very first thing I can remember, because also people who are friends with me know that I do not have the greatest memory, even though I'm an actor, it doesn't make sense. But the very first thing I can remember is it was this web series called Video Game Reunion, and
Oh,
I played Link and Zelda's child called Twinkle, and it was so fun and funny. I actually had a wood sword, and I had to beat up a trash can and just blood curdling scream into the camera.
oh my God, so cool.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you a video game guy? Like,
Oh,
you like video games?
absolutely. Absolutely. I have a headset, and me and my friends we play VR like basically every night. One of my friends,
Like,
he's back in his hometown, so he can't play right now, but
mhm.
me and the other friend, we definitely gonna play. We're probably actually gonna play tonight if anything.
What kind of games do you play?
Gosh, there is a plethora of games. There's this game that we like mainly stick to in VR. It's called Downshot, and the best way
Yeah, I
I
heard of
can
that.
describe it is like a sandbox type VR game. And they just added this boxing glove, and if you
Nice.
tap somebody with it, they go flying across the map. So we just use it as just like boxing matches, and it's so funny. Just like absolutely like one shotting someone on the other side of the map.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I crack up every time we play it.
Well, hey, if you're having a bad day and you want to get out some anger, all you have to do is play that
Exactly.
game and start
Exactly.
punching and hitting, and it would be a
Exactly.
good way to
I gotta call up one of my homies. I'm like, hey, having a bad day. Get on.
exactly, exactly, yes. Nice. And I see you actually did work in soaps too, the days of of our lives. And from what I know with soaps, because I had a couple guys on here that I interviewed that were on soaps, and they said it's a lot of hard work, like it's a lot of scripts and lines, and you work like 5 days a week. And how was that experience? Like,
It was fun. Yeah, no, it was a lot of work because also with soaps, you get like 1 to 2 chances. And
hmm
if you screw up like both chances, that's in. It's in. There is
oh
no
no.
redo. So it was very, for how young I was, it was a little ominous. Whoa, I cannot speak. Am I saying it right? I don't know. It's very scary. Because I was still young, I didn't have all that many credits under my belt. And I remember there was one part where I was sitting down playing with a toy or something at a table, and they were filming, and I remember I was like, let me look at my mom. And I looked at my mom while they were filming, and my mom's like, no, look away, look away. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, oh gosh, did I do something wrong? I'm gonna continue playing. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun.
Oh my God. And then like you went on to be a recurring role in a show called Scald.
Yes, sir.
And what did you love about being part of that cast?
The biggest thing I loved is that I could just be myself.
hmm
There wasn't any. It didn't feel like I had to put on a face when I was the character. It felt like I was literally just the character. So I that was really fun. And also Brian, my co-star, the
Yeah.
guy who plays the coach, he was so funny. He was amazing. Every time I was on set with him, he made me laugh no matter what the mood was. It could be a sad scene. It could be a crying scene. Doesn't matter. When the cameras are off, he's gonna say a joke.
Nice, nice. Uh, One of the shows that I absolutely loved watching was Teen Wolf, and I saw had you you were on there for like what was it, one at the episode?
I think it was one, but yeah, that was such a fun experience because also I'm also a very huge horror kind of guy.
No, you same.
So when I was able to play a ghostly drowned kid, I was so stoked. It was so fun being just to stand there and be like, "Mommy wants you to stay." It was so creepy, yet I loved it.
And I heard like Tyler Posey is like super super chill.
He is an amazing guy. I still keep in touch with him to this day, and he is just the chillest guy you will ever meet.
Nice, nice. It's always good to have someone like him on set, like especially like if you're just gonna be there for like the one day of shooting, and
Mhm.
it's always good to have someone cool there, like someone that is chill and
Yeah.
welcoming.
Yeah, no, he is definitely one of my big inspirations for how to be on set because I always try to be
Mhm.
like a cool guy that everybody can get along with, and just seeing him be like that, literally, just his personality is just amazing, and he's such a huge inspiration for me.
Oh wow, okay, okay. And you've done voice work too, and you were on like on South Park and Pen
Sure.
15. And what goes in into actually doing voice work, and how do you like find like the right voice to use?
hmm Um, for me, I tend to, because I go out for a lot of like younger roles when I'm
Yeah.
auditioning for voice acting. So I tend to just up my voice, if anything, and just kind of speak like me because I am not that experienced with voice acting as of yet. I do
Yeah.
really want to get into it more. But as of right now, the training that I have is just to be myself in the audition and have just like a higher register. So that way, if I'm going up for, let's just say, a 13-year-old, I can sound like a 13-year-old without sounding like a 19-year-old pretending to be a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, they always have that on television shows, like when the cast are supposed to be like 15 or 16, and you have like a 20-year-old playing them,
I
and
know.
yeah,
That had me thinking of like Euphoria or some stuff like that.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And as big of a video game fan, like, could you, that would be so awesome if you could actually voice a video game, like one of the characters in like a video game.
Yeah, dude, that would be amazing. Because if I did, I would immediately buy the game and not play anything else of the game. Just listen to my own dialogue. Like, I remember filming that. Oh, wait, they didn't use that one line. Huh, that's strange.
And then you could have like your friends come over and say, "Oh, I just bought this game, and you have to listen to this character. Tell me if you recognize like the voice or anything." And
Yeah. Yeah, or like if I'm like a beatable NPC, I'd be like, "Hey guys, I know you, but if you ever want to beat me up, hey, you got the NPC you can beat up, not me, so I'm safe."
there you go. That's really smart. Yeah. But you seem really nice. I can't picture anyone wanting to punch you or anything.
Oh,
So
trust me. You get me into a Marvel Rivals lobby. Oh my God, some of my teammates. Oh my God. Oh, I can't. Whenever I get on that game, I just yell at the TV the entire time because
I,
I main Adam Warlock, so I'm a healer most of the time. And so when
yeah.
the DPSs are running out there, getting immediately one shot, it oh my God, oh my God, I'm getting angry just thinking about that. Oh my God.
Well, if I ever play you in that game in Marvel, I'll make sure to say very nice things so you don't get mad at me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And and what's it like? Like you actually like s- had a recurring role in Love XO, and you also produced it too, like co-produced it.
Mhm.
And what was it like doing things? Like, is this the first time you've ever like actually worked on a show plus worked behind the scenes too?
Yes, yes, it has. But also there was another time that I did produce. It was for a movie that we did called Gacy, Terror in
Yeah.
Suburbia, and that was no Gacy Serial Killer Next Door. Sorry, I got the names mixed up. They switched the names so many times, but for both times it was very fun. It was a little bit different because I'm very used to just being told what to do, how to
Oh
do,
yeah.
not how to do it, but like where to stand and all that. So being
Hmm.
able to kind of make my own shots, it was very weird at first because I remember, especially for the movie, there was a scene where I jumped down the fence and there was a trash can. And I'm like, huh, hey director, can I move this? He's like, dude, you're the producer, do what you want. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just moved it right then and there. I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. I get to move trash cans without any permission. Ooh.
There you
So
go.
yeah, no, it was very fun for both times. I had a lot of fun. It was also definitely a new experience, and I'm so wanting to do it again. I
Yeah.
think we have another one in the works soon,
Oh,
very soon,
nice.
very soon. But yeah,
Oh, nice. Hey, I guess that's like the great thing about producing. Like you get to be like, all right, yeah, I don't want that there. Yeah, okay, I'm moving it.
exactly, exactly. And it's also weird for like the editing process because we get sent the unedited clips and then we got to watch it,
Hmm.
give our input. And I remember when we were watching Gacy, I was like, huh, I'm not sure if I like that. Can we ask the director if we can take that out? And the director's like, dude, again, you're the producer. I'm like, oh, okay, take that out. Take it.
Oh my God, so cool.
Yeah, yeah. It was very, very fun.
And you are the lead in this I mean, I guess you could call it horror film because John Wayne Gacy was a serial killer.
Mhm,
So you could definitely call it a horror film.
mhm.
And like I I believe this was like the first time you were lead in like an actual film, right?
Yes, I believe so too. The only other thing I could think of where I think I was the lead was Catch the Bullet, which was
Okay.
a Western movie I did a couple years back. But yeah, no, being the lead, it was so fun. It was also very much of a challenge to have all the weight of like the movie like on top of your shoulders. It was fun, yet
Hmm.
also it was a little nerve wracking because if you were to give like the wrong performance, it would mess up the entire movie. So I remember I sat there just like looking at the script, going over my choices, like what do I do here? Okay, now let's embed this in my head so I don't accidentally mess it up. But yeah, no, it was so fun having just all this, how do you say, all this responsibility to
Hmm. Hmm.
carry this movie. And yeah, no, I had a lot of fun and I so want to do it again.
All right, there you go. And did you have to like, I mean, being the lead in a film like this, did you have to go back and like study like John Wayne Gacy and like all the things he's done and all the stuff
Yeah.
around him?
Yeah, I had to. I remember when we were filming, during like one of the scenes where I sneak through the window and I see what he's actually
Hmm.
doing. I remember I just sat there just reading and watching all the things that he did, and I just
Okay.
felt this instant sorrow just fall over me. So it was much easier to play that part, but also it felt so, I don't even know how to say it, just kind of overwhelming with the amount of things that he did do. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely grateful that he was caught, that his terror came to an end, but still just think about all the lives that were lost to him. It just brought this sorrow over me. And I'm happy that we were able to tell a story of it because I'm very much of a
Hmm.
guy who loves to tell stories and make sure that
Yeah.
they're told properly. So it was very fun. No, that wasn't fun. Well, it was fun, but it was very, I don't even know how to say it, inspiring kind of
Okay.
to tell these true stories that have happened and to get these people's stories out there so people do know about the victims and everything that
Yeah.
happened to them.
And like, how do you get like if you're playing like a a role like this, whether it's a horror, a drama, a thriller, like how do you get yourself ready to
Mhm,
do like scenes like that, like where there's like a lot of sorrow
mhm.
and being sad and scared, like how do you get yourself like in like a headspace for that?
Yeah. I will say it is very difficult. It's very difficult mentally and also physically because there's a couple ways that I do it. The first way is yes, looking up the backstory of what happened, how it happened. But if it's not based off like a true story or anything like that,
Hmm.
what I do is I go back to past traumas that I've had and I somehow find a way to connect them. So like if it's something
Okay.
about loss, I think about times that I've had personal loss happen to me. If it's something about grief, I think about the last time I was grieving over loss or something like that. So yeah, it is very hard mentally because normally you wouldn't constantly rehash those openings, but for stuff like that for me, it is mentally hard, but it is also fun. Not fun. I keep on saying fun. It is it's very much it's a good challenge to overcome because
Yeah.
it's, oh, what the heck was that? Ooh, sorry. It's a good challenge to overcome because I'm personally someone that likes challenges, hence why I like video games.
Well, yeah.
So I like the challenge. I like the challenge to keep myself in that realm while also figuring out a way to instantly turn off when it's needed.
Okay, it's pretty cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then yeah, like you're also doing songs now. Like what musical artists like did you grow up listening to that you were like, oh man, I want to try this?
Yeah. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. Those two were my
Mhm.
all-time favorites. But the one that really made me want to pick the genre that I'm in right now was Josh Turner, actually. And it was his song, Why Don't We Just Dance? Because
Yes.
that's the song that I am like, I've perfected because I've sang it so many times.
Oh, all
And
right.
I don't even remember what it was, but it was like, hey, this is kind of fun, let me try it. And so then that's when we wrote Lessons of Love. And that was such a fun writing experience. And my co-writer, it's funny, we consider our writing sessions therapy because I sit and talk about the experiences that I've had. She writes on some lyrics and I give my input, whether I want to change them, keep them, or maybe, I don't know, give a different message. And so for this last song, Dust, that it's coming up for May 2nd. It's coming out May 2nd on all
Oh,
streaming
nice.
platforms. It was that one was so funny because that was more of a therapy session than anything because it's talking about one of my past relationships that
Hmm.
didn't end so nicely. But this is kind of like my kind of like my message, like, hey, all this bad stuff that's happened to me, I'm overcoming it. It is what
Yes,
it is,
exactly.
right? Um,
Exactly.
so sitting there talking about all the experiences I had, it was just it was fun being able to put all of this into a song so that way it can give me some mental relief, and also so it's just out there.
That's smart. I think everyone in their lifetime has gone through one or many like bad relationships and breakups and you wrote about it in songs and it's like good therapy to help with the loss and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, no, it truly is. It's truly such an amazing art form.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And what did you like love most about writing this song and making Lessons of Love?
The one thing I liked about writing Lessons of Love, it was I like the aspects that we wrote into it that everybody can relate at some point. Either you go through a good breakup, y'all still on good standards, or you go through a bad breakup and you guys don't talk anymore. No matter what you've gone through, you can still somehow relate to Lessons of Love, and that's what I
Mhm.
love. That's what I want to do with all of my songs. I want to make people relate to them. That's why we're actually writing a third one. I can't talk too much
Oh,
about it, but it's
nice.
very much one that you can relate to, or you can hear someone singing to you. Um,
Okay.
so that's just my main goal, is to have people relate to what I'm writing about.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, Lessons of Love is really, really good. Like
Thank you,
I went and listened to it and your voice is in incredible and the music
thank
is good and
you.
yeah, it's a really good song and you could definitely like hear like in the song everything you're saying, like how you want people to listen to it and think about their own experiences and relate to it. Like you definitely have that presence that comes out of the song.
Thank you, man. And yeah, another thing that helps with the music is my producer is K Thrash, Kevin Thrasher. He plays with like Blink 182. He has a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
other clients as well. He plays with Travis Barker. He wrote with Zendaya at one point.
Damn.
Stefani? Yeah, Gwen Stefani. So he has a huge a huge resume of just people, and so having him help us with this track is just, it was amazing. He's such a cool guy. We love him so much.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. And we've been using him ever since. We used him for Dust. We
Uh-huh.
for the new song and any songs to come.
Nice, nice.
Thank you, thank you.
And how did the music video come about for lessons of love? Like how did you think of how you wanted the music video to look?
So how we wanted music videos to look is we kind of just at first we kind of just drove around looking for ideas, and of course we had some ideas like the beach and a field of flowers, but for like the truck scenes we kind of drove around looking for like pretty scenic tree areas, so it looks like there's like trees going overhead. um and then I'm trying to remember what else was in the music video. Oh yeah, the crop field. That was kind of more or less of like a hey, this looks cool. Let's stop here. But yeah, no, the stories we kind of just wanted to focus on the song aspect instead of making it kind of its own story with the song on top of it. But I'm gonna say definitely for Dust, we are going to switch things up and have it more of a story
Okay.
with just the music on top of it. So we're just experimenting. That's all it really is. All of this is just like experimenting, seeing what sticks to the wall, throwing a pot of spaghetti, see which one sticks.
But I mean, with all the sauce running down the wall, that'll be hard to get
Uh,
up, hard to get off the wall, right? And the Dust you said comes out May 2nd,
yes,
and
sir.
like how do you a similar question to like when you're doing like the sad scenes for acting and stuff like how do you get yourself ready, like how do you get into the right mind frame
Mhm.
and think of lyrics to write, like especially for newer songs like Dust and everything coming up?
So it really depends on like what I want to write about. So like if it's like an quote unquote angry song, I kind of just think about all the past things that have happened to me that do make me angry. Not Marvel Rivals, surprisingly. Not that's a different kind of anger.
Oh, you should write a song about gaming. Yes,
The title should be to all the DPSs.
yes, definitely.
That would be perfect. You're gonna give me ideas. I'm gonna give you credit. You giving me ideas. So yeah, it's really about putting yourself in the right headspace and just thinking about all the things that have happened to you in the past. And because I've been doing this for so long,
Mhm.
it's coming more easy than it did say 6 years ago. So I'm able to kind of flick it on like a switch. But for singing, it has given me a challenge because I'm also kind of like a script writer, you could say. So
Oh,
writing scripts and writing lyrics, I cannot I cannot get those two to combine because
oh,
I
really?
am not that good with rhyming. And so my co-writer is like, okay, I want you to think of a line for this part of the verse. Took me a week to figure it out. And it was like what, 4 5 words. I am terrible when it comes to rhyming. It is so bad. I need to work on it more. I need to work on it more. I should just write an entire Dr. Seuss script to see if I can even try.
Right, right. Well, I guess doing like rap song probably won't be coming, because that's a lot of rhyming.
That is a lot of rhyming. Yeah. No, I'm not looking to be the next Eminem. Nah. Luke Bryan, what's his name? No, Luke Combs and Jelly Roll, maybe, but
Yeah, yeah. And like with all these songs that you're gonna be working on coming up, like Dust is coming out, and you say you're working on some other ones. Like, is there an album possibly coming out in the near future? And
yes, there is. We're gonna release an EP that would be having 5 songs. So that would be Lessons of Love, Dust, new one I'm making, and 2 other ones. And we are
nice.
in talks for a fourth one right now. And the best way I can describe the fourth one is it's gonna be like there's this artist on Spotify. His name is Donut Larson. He started off as like a homeless guy for 12 years, and he got discovered through TikTok, and he just blew up instantly. The best way I can
Oh
describe
wow.
the fourth song, it is gonna kind of sound like him. He's very much of an acoustic guy, and you don't really hear any other instruments in like the background. So I can
Hmm.
that also right there is a huge inspiration for me because oh again when I was filming the movie Billy the Kid, uh
Yes.
I he that Donut Larson was a huge mental inspiration for me
Oh
because
wow.
for this movie I whenever I had to get into character I had to play his song so I can just have that calm, cool, dark and scary demeanor. And I actually auditioned for a show a couple months back, and I had to learn how to do this stare like through my eyebrows, but it wasn't just like any stare. I had to mentally be there. So I
Yeah.
unfortunately didn't book it, but it had me it taught me how to do like a Billy the Kid stare. And there's this
Nice.
one scene in the movie where I'm having a standoff with a guy where I'm just like standing there staring at him, and like I could feel my eyebrows burning with how much lasers I was just shooting through my eyes at him.
Wow. See, you didn't get the one role, but you booked a Billy the Kid film, which is
I know.
probably even better. So,
Yeah, no, that one was so fun because I'm also a huge Western guy. So being able to immerse myself in that world, it was insane and incredible. We filmed in Arizona, so it's funny because on our days off, we went to Tombstone, and
oh
that
yeah, yeah,
was so fun. It was so cool. I was just in awe by everything. And there's a couple things that were there that helped me get even more into character of Billy. Um, actually, I bought a replica six shooter 45 caliber,
yes,
and it
yes.
is, oh my god, it is so heavy and beautiful. I love it so much. Because also when I was on set with Billy the Kid, I had my own six shooter, right? And so I was just kind of messing with it, spinning with it, because also there's a couple scenes in the movie where I did have to spin it, so I had to know
Oh
how to
wow.
spin it. So I wanted to buy a replica so I can keep up on my training.
I mean, did you have to learn that on set, like the spinning and shooting and all that stuff?
Um, yes and no. It was kind of more or less like an added bonus that I can do because I swing lightsabers a lot in my front yard. So to
Nice.
move my fingers with the lightsaber is definitely an added bonus. And also I have a couple Star Wars guns. That like one of them is Han Solo's gun, and the other one
Yes.
the Mandalorian's kind of like pistol or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm just able to just spin it over and over again. And it is so fun. So having that that little bit of training behind my belt, it definitely helped. Definitely
Yeah.
100% helped. It's just I had to get weight. Whoa, I had to get used to the weight because the gun is a whole lot heavier than you think.
Damn,
Especially,
really?
yeah, especially the 45 because I was holding. I'm like, damn, heavy as hell. So I spun it for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my finger. But then I got used to it and I was able to do it pretty fast and pretty smoothly.
Okay. You're probably like, I should have went to the gym today. I can't pick up this gun.
I know, I know. Well, hey, at least I got my workout for the day when I was spinning the gun.
Right? I mean, I got one of the lightsabers too. When you were saying, I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Thank you, thank you. It's funny. Actually, I'm going to Disney on the 10th, and my friend's going, and he's bringing one of his lightsabers. So I'm like, damn. All right, guess I gotta
I have
bring
to bring it.
mine. Such a chore. I guess I gotta grab it out, even though it's already out, because I go out every night. Okay.
You you're like, oh man, do I really have to bring this? You're twisting my arm. Okay, okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
That's exactly how I went. Hey man, we're going to Disney. Okay, bring your lightsabers. Do I have to? Try to convince me. Bring your lightsabers. Okay, I'm coming. That's all that happened. That's all that happened.
Nice, I love it.
Hey.
I see like you've been practicing like being on stage. Like you've done a couple like live shows where you've been singing your songs,
Yes,
and
sir.
how's that been going? Like it's like a little mini tour.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's been going amazing. Every time that I sing, I get amazing feedback that does help me pursue the singing career even more. Um, but it's funny because I used to have a crap ton of stage fright. Like I would like get anxiety. I would just sit there and shiver. But the second I get on stage, it's gone. It's weird. I
Yeah.
don't understand it. Like the second my foot touches the stage, it's gone. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it because I feel like if I understand it, it's gonna stay.
You know, you're absolutely right. It's best to not know why.
I think a lot of the it just magically going away has to do with some of my musical theater training. Because
Mhm.
I used to be a huge musical theater nerd and
Nice.
did. So I did one, two, three, four. I think I did five musical theater shows. About I forget the number. It's been years and years ago, but I think having to just act and put on a face like I'm not worried, I think
Hmm.
that transfers over into singing a lot. So
Yeah.
it feels, I'm gonna be honest, whenever I do go on stage, it does kind of feel like a musical theater show because I'm just on there and because I also do have to talk sometimes. I'm like, hey, what's up? My name's McNulty. How you doing? Right. So I think if I just talk most of the time, it just vanishes. And that's where the
Oh.
musical theater training comes in.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Nice.
Thank
Hey,
you.
once the album E the EP comes out and some more songs start coming, you might start traveling from to different cities and stuff,
Heck
right?
yeah, man.
And if you do travel and come to Philly, that's where I live at in Philly, so I'll definitely come and see you.
Oh heck yeah, man. Let's do it.
There you go. I see you're also like you love to help out, like you're a big ad advocate for teen suicide and society. And how did you get involved with that?
Mhm. With the Cancer Society, my grandpa, he sadly passed away from lung cancer before I was born.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. But I was never able to meet him, unfortunately. But I like to carry on. I just like to carry on the pursuit of helping people with cancer so they don't have to go through what I went through and like not being able to meet him because he was such an amazing guy and he was also an engineer. So I am actually in college right now trying to get my engineering degree,
Oh, nice.
specifically in like robotics. So that way, if all else fails, acting, singing, producing the entire line, if that doesn't go well, I want to see if I want to become an Imagineer at Disney. So that way I can work with like animatronics and stuff. Because
Yeah.
also, oh, that new Epic Universe that came out, oof, those animatronics are amazing. I was just like freaking out when it came out. But back to the whole fundraiser thing. And also another reason why I am very big on teen suicide awareness is because I myself actually did go through suicidal thoughts about three, 4 years ago, I believe
Oh,
now.
oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, it was definitely a journey. There was a lot of ups and downs in my thought processes. There was a couple times where I came close, but thankfully I didn't, and I'm
Yeah.
still here. And I just don't want anyone to go through that. I don't want anyone to even have a smidgen of those thoughts. So I am very, that's why I'm also very open about my thoughts.
Hmm.
Um, because I want people to know that it can happen to anyone, literally anyone. They could be the happiest person on earth and they could be having those thoughts behind them. And I want to be
Yeah.
there to help. help at least make those thoughts not so strong, because there is some instances where, yes, even if you think you did get rid of them, they do sometimes come back, and they come back stronger. That has happened to me. And
Mhm.
I I had some support, but also in my own head when I was going through it, it felt like there wasn't anyone there really for me. And so I don't want anyone to go through that. So that's why I'm very open. And if anybody has any thoughts, to just please come to me. Like if any of my friends think about it, I'm like, hey, stop that. No. But no, then we talk about it, and I try to be the best person I can to for whenever someone does think about that. But yeah.
Oh no, like trust me, I totally get it. Like when I was still in high school yet, and you know how cruel teens could be at that time, and I was like bullied and picked on with my speech, and you know when you're heavily bullied like that, especially if you're a teenager, like those thoughts do cross your mind,
Mhm.
and then you're scared to speak up because you don't want no one to make fun of you, or you don't, or you think you're gonna sound stupid saying it to somebody,
Mhm.
and you tend to keep it in the side. Then, but I mean that you can't, because you have to talk, you have to tell someone, especially if you feel hurt or you're being teased, you have to speak up
Mhm.
and talk about it, because then those thoughts become more and more, and that's why you see a lot of people taking their own lives, and
Yeah.
that's really sad to see, because it's as sad as it is, it's big among teens,
Yeah.
and it's good to know like someone like you is here and helping with that, and I'm really happy to see you're actually still here, because you're an
Thank you.
amazing guy and you're doing amazing things.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot, truly. Yeah, no, yeah, it's been a journey. Um, and I'm just trying to do the best I can to help the people I can.
Definitely, definitely. And like when you're not playing, I mean when you're not acting and singing, what do you like doing during your free time besides video games and lightsabers?
Gosh, what do I like? Oh, I love building Legos. Legos are like my all-time thing. And even like I have an entire just cabinet full of just Legos from Star Wars, one of my favorite series, to another one of my favorite series, Jurassic Park. That is
Yes,
my all-time favorite movie. I love
yes,
it.
yes.
I have from Universal Studios the Jurassic Park license plate
Oh
on
my
my door.
God,
It is
yes.
amazing. I love it so much. So I just have it just hanging sideways on my door. But I'm either watching movies, watching horror movies, or building Legos, or what else? What else do I do? Oh yeah, I hang out with the little turd that's my dog. Yeah, she's a little brat. Yeah, looking at you. She's currently sleeping right now. Give me the side eye.
Nice. And I'm also a huge horror movie fan, and I even got like I mean I got this up now, but like my room is full of like horror posters, and I got
Nice.
action figures of like of Candyman and Freddy and
Nice,
Sam from Trick
dude.
or Treat and Leatherface, and
Heck
I got rings. I got a Jason ring and a Chucky ring, and
oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so like yes, I'm a huge horror guy. So what are some horror films you absolutely love?
Oh gosh. Well, definitely one of the most mental horror films is probably La La Land for me. That oh my gosh, that movie is so beautiful, yet it messed me up for a long time. But one of my favorite horror movies, I gotta say, is probably the first Scream, or
Hmm.
the Friday the 13th, because I'm also a huge Jason lover. Um,
Same,
like
same.
Jason Die Hard, like he's my all-time favorite. What else? What else? I also really love like the older movies like Dracula, Frankenstein, The
Yes,
Mummy, Wolfman, all
yes,
those.
yes.
Like those are just I love those ones so much because there's such a creepy eeriness to
Hmm.
how they were made and kind of like when they were made. Oh, another one of my favorites is what's it called? Nosferatu. I love
Oh my God, yes.
Nosferatu because
Yeah.
also I'm so shocked by this because I also just do you know Dead Meat, the YouTube
Yes.
channel Dead Meat?
Hmm.
I just
Hmm.
watched their kill count of Nosferatu, and it's like it was insane to me because I guess there isn't that much footage on the movie because I guess the original got lost and they found this one. I forget exactly where, and just having Nosferatu being that much of a cultural impact character and
Exactly.
in the original film not even being found is just insane to me how media and just things like that work.
I know, I know. Wow, you really are a horror fan. Okay.
Yes, sir. Trust me, I ain't no faker.
That's so awesome. Like even like video games too. Like I love playing like horror video games like The
Mm.
Last of Us and
Oh.
the Quarry is on play. I got PlayStation 5 and they have this horror game, the Quarries.
Mhm.
It's called like Until Dawn is another good horror game. They're
Oh my
making a movie
gosh,
out of that.
yes.
Hmm.
I'm so excited for that movie. It looks so good.
I know. I can't wait to see it. Like I'm definitely gonna be one of the first ones to go.
Oh, and also, I love the old video game, old-ish video game called Amnesia. That's like
Yes,
one of my favorite.
yes,
That's
I
one of my
played that.
favorites. I used to
Yes.
watch PewDiePie play that all the time, and I started playing it for myself not that long ago. And I'm like, how the hell did he get through this? This is terrifying.
I know, right?
And I'm surprised on how well it's made for its
Hmm. Hmm.
like there's been so many video games and movies for that matter that were made like over 20 years ago and they look amazing. Like for instance, Transformers. Oh my god,
I know. I know.
beautiful. The
I
CGI
know.
is just amazing and how they actually because I also saw that they didn't do any clipping. Like with the models, none of the interior mechanisms clipped. So everything that could transform transformed for real. And I just that to
Oh,
me is so mind blowing because you would think like because it was back in the day, like 2009, 2008, that's making me sound old yet also young. I don't like you would think like, oh, there's not that much CGI, so they would try to cut corners by making it look still amazing. No, there was no corners being cut. They did all of that, and also, sorry,
that's
I'm
crazy.
also a huge Transformers fan.
Oh
When
yeah,
they
same,
made
same.
Devastator, the big sand inhaler transformer, I think I read that transformer alone blew up 3 computers.
No, are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, just like that alone is I'm also a huge movie buff, so like I know a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
behind the
same.
scenes. And a thing that just reminded me was the interstellar black hole. I don't remember how many hours, but like one frame took over like 100 hours or something to render.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just thinking about that and putting it into perspective, that's a long ass time. So just the amount of work that filmmakers put into making movies look amazing is just outstanding to me and I love it so much and that's also another reason that's keeping me in this business, the
Yes.
passion that everybody has for it.
Oh, Transformers is the best. Like, I mean, I'm gonna date myself here, but I grew up on the original Transformers cartoon, and so yeah. And I used to have the little Transformer toys when I was a kid, and making them come out and everything.
Yeah,
And yeah, yeah.
yeah. I used to have a lot of Transformers toys too. I had when they used to make them out of metal. I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember there was a couple of times I handed them to my dad. I'm like, "Hey, can you figure out how to put them into a car?" And then like 2 seconds later, I take them apart.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. And you're a big Jason fan, like me living in Philly. Like they actually filmed a lot of the camp in in Jersey. There's like a area in Jersey that they use for the camps for the Friday the 13th films, and every year, like I think it's like 2 or 3 times a year, they actually do a thing where you can actually spend the day at that camp where they filmed
Oh my
Jason, and you
God.
get to go into the cabins and
That is
stuff. And
amazing. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. That's so sick.
yeah, yeah. So I'll I have the link. Like I'll
Mhm.
send it to you. Like the
Oh heck
link
yeah.
on how you could go. Like yeah, yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah, man. That's sick. Oh my gosh. That also reminds me, there was, I think it was Dead Meat as well. They stood well stood. They stayed in the Scream Woodsbury house, and
Nice.
they just said how everything is. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was the Scream 5 house, I believe.
Oh, all right. Okay.
And they just said that everything, it looks identical. Like they didn't change anything.
Yeah.
The actual house owners kept it the same, and I love it when people do that. They just don't.
Yeah.
They keep it the same. Like yes, I get that the tourism can be a lot,
Hmm.
and I completely understand and respect people who do change it so way they don't get that many tourists. Like the what's it called, Nightmare on Elm Street house, I think it's one of
Yeah, they
the
actually
original house.
changed it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they put
Yeah.
like a gate above it or something, which again
Hmm.
I completely understand, but also like I personally love going to those houses that were filmed in
I
and
know.
just reliving the memory of
I know.
watching the film and remembering what scenes were where.
Yes, yes. Well, I think the house that they filmed Charmed in, that television show, I think they kept it exactly the same, like but the outside of the house and everything.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, no, me and my mom used to watch Charmed all the time. All the
I
time.
love that show.
Mhm.
Oh my
It was
God, I love that. I was like a huge Shannon
Mhm.
Doherty fan. Like I loved Prue. Like Prue was so awesome on that show.
Yeah, we used to watch Charmed and also Grimm. I don't know if you remember Grimm.
Yeah, Grim. Yeah, yeah,
Such an
yeah.
amazing show. I love that one so much.
Nice, nice. Oh man, these are some awesome shows.
Mhm. Heck yeah, they are.
If you were gonna do a karaoke song, what do you think you would sing?
Oh gosh. Well, it really depends on how I'm feeling that night. If I want to show off vocals, I'm probably going to do If I Can Dream by Elvis. But if I want to just have fun, I'm probably going to do the creeper rap, the Minecraft creeper rap. Because
Yes,
I know that
yes.
song by heart, and I just sing it at random at the most random times. And my friends are like, Mason, shut up. I'm like, sorry, the Minecraft movie is out, and it's getting my brain back into the creeper rap.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I definitely know that song. What about your favorite superhero and villain?
Oh my gosh, favorite superhero's got to be Spider-Man.
Okay,
100%
okay.
Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man mainly because of how like because what Stan Lee said was that you don't know who's under the mask. He can
Mm-hmm.
be anybody. He can be even be you. And that's one of the main reasons why I love Spider-Man so much because he can inspire anyone to be anything, really. And that just is so amazing to me. And for villains, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Oh, villain, yeah, Darth Vader.
Nice. Yes.
I
Yeah.
like. Funny thing is, yeah, okay. This is gonna be a hot take. Yes, he's done some villainous things, but I don't particularly consider him a villain because of his origin story. If you were
I
to just
know. I
look at
know.
him as Darth Vader and Darth Vader alone, yes, villain, 100%. But because of his Anakin Skywalker backstory,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
he's just it's just he got controlled. He got controlled 100%. He got manipulated. He
I
got
know.
controlled. he lost a couple limbs.
I,
I also
but
I just bought a lightsaber that, oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's
yeah,
a
really
NeoPixel lightsaber, but it's Nightfall Anakin Skywalker, and it's matte
nice.
black with gold and an exposed kyber crystal. It's coming soon, and I'm so excited. Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
I'm so
God,
excited. The second I get it, I'm making a TikTok showing it off. Like, hey,
you
everybody, look at
should.
this.
You definitely should. I I mean, Hayden Christensen played that backstory so well though.
Oh
Like
my
that
god.
that movie was so good. Hayden was so good in that role.
I hate how much hate he got for that role because people were dogging on how he was talking. And like if you were
Hmm.
to put like an AI Darth Vader voice over what Hayden said, it was literally one to one with the original movie. So I don't understand the amount of hate, which I would get at first because you're like, I don't understand it. But then if you were to look into it, like, it's like for me, I have so much respect for him because that just shows how much dedication and work he put into that character.
Yeah.
It's just, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I love it so much.
Oh no, same. Like that's a movie I could watch a lot.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And if you I mean with acting and everything else you're doing now you're singing, is there any place you would love to travel to that you haven't seen?
I really want to go to Japan. I really want to go to
Same.
their like their Disney and Universal because I've just seen the amount of animatronics that they have, and just
Hmm.
again, they are so beautiful. I so want to go. It's just amazing. And also, this kind of ties in with my engineering side of me. Whenever like I see an animatronic or something that does move, it's gonna sound weird. I mentally skin it and like I try to visualize how it works. Like for example, over at the new Dark Universe with the Monsters
Hmm.
Unchained, I've seen so many videos on the line queue with the Frankenstein, and I just
Right.
sit there. I'm like, okay, how the hell would that move? And I'm pretty decent when it comes to mentally figuring out how it is, because also doing that helps with acting because I most of the time I can't see what the camera sees, so I tend to visualize what the camera sees, and any
Yeah.
facial movements I make, I can mentally see outside while also going over my choices and make sure they come out right. So it's like multitasking on a different level because also I can't multitask. Like on a daily whim, I can't multitask. When it comes to acting, I can do it perfectly. Just not not on a daily basis. It is bad. It is really bad.
Well, if you ever travel where I'm at in Philly, I'll buy you the famous Philly cheesesteak.
Oh heck yeah, I love Philly cheesesteaks, dude. Oh my god, they are amazing. There was this one from Costco that we used to get all the time. It was just like frozen. Like I know it's not true authentic Philly cheesesteaks, but from a California standpoint, they
Yeah,
were so
yeah.
good. And also, oh my gosh, there was this one that I had years and years ago that I cannot figure out where I got it from, but it was from some place I believe in Burbank, I believe. I'm also
Okay.
very terrible at the directions, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But it was like this amazing Philly cheesesteak that I cannot get again because I don't know where I got it from. But I just remember how I felt about it, and it was just, oh, it was so good. So good. Yeah, no, I love Philly cheesesteaks. I'm willing to
Oh,
try
sweet.
every kind of Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, well, if you know, if you come visit, like I'll definitely because there's the tourist ones and then there's the ones that are actually good.
Oh, heck yeah. No, dude,
Yeah,
I'm down. I'm down.
definitely. And I guess the last thing I'll ask you is like if there's anything coming up for you that you want to plug and where could fans follow you and keep up with everything in?
So we have a movie coming out probably end of this year, maybe beginning of next year. It's called Mi Loca Quinceañera, and it's about a girl. It's a coming of age story about a girl in her quinceañera and having to, like, I guess, mentally prepare for it, and also, it's a whole story, a funny story that is actually kind loosely based off of her real quinceañera that I was actually a part of. Um,
Okay.
so being able to relive some of those moments, it was so cool. It was so fun. And that one is starring Isabella Diaz. Sorry, I also have my me starring me, Serena Vincent, and who else? There's one more. And Rex James.
Okay. Okay.
And then I have Billy the Kid coming. Don't know when it's coming out, but hopefully soon. That one's starring me. What's his name? Costas Mandalore from the Soft series.
Yes. Yes.
He
Yes.
is so nice. He was just an amazing guy. I remember talking to him throughout because he also plays Pat Garrett. So he plays
Mhm.
my rival throughout the entire movie. It
Oh my
was
God,
so
I love
fun
it.
hating him, yet behind the scenes, we were just buddies.
But like, isn't that how it works though in films? Like when you're fighting someone and hate them or you're the rival, and then offset, you're like having lunch, getting a beer or whatever.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, because I feel like if you just like actually like just hate someone that you are working with, you don't get the right chemistry. Like, yes,
Mhm.
you two hate each other. That could come off right, but it doesn't have the right chemistry. Like
Yes.
it's because with Billy the Kid and Pat Garrett started off as a bartender at a bar, and Billy the Kid used to go to all the time. So he knew him as just, a nice guy at a bar that he plays poker with, and then him to be the new, what's it called, sheriff, and having
Hmm.
him actively hunt you, that puts a spin on your head because
Yeah.
you used to be friends with him and then now you
Yes.
hate him. So I feel
Yeah.
like having that good relationship behind the camera truly brings forth just that amazing chemistry.
Oh, you kidding? And plus your song too is coming out, right?
Yes,
Dust.
sir. Yes, sir. May 2nd. I am so excited because I've also had like a couple of friends who are like, dude, release it now. I want to put it on my Spotify now. I'm like, okay, I'm going. I'm trying the best I can. And my third song should be out soon. We actually might go in to record it this month.
Oh,
Uh,
nice,
I
nice.
just have to, get everything down, make sure everything sounds good before we go in to record it. And then when we do record it, that's a whole process of recording it, and then the amount of, not, I don't want to say demos, but like test backs that they
Hmm.
send
Hmm.
back for us to listen to, give our critiques, and then they take it off, redo it again. Because I remember for Dust, I wanted it to be. It was heavily inspired by Jelly Roll's "Halfway to Hell,"
Oh, okay, okay.
like the beat and stuff to that. So I wanted it to have this, what I call, boot stomping beat. So like something that you can like feel in the car, and we achieved that. I
Definitely.
was so happy. It was. I remember when we heard it for the first time. We were actually on Billy the Kid, the set, and we were driving to set, and all of a sudden, um, my mom gets a notification. She's like, "Huh, there's an audio. Okay, guess I'll play." She turns it on, full volume, by the way. And at the very beginning of the song, there's like I don't even know what you call it, like a violin or whatever it is. Like it's like
Okay, okay.
we had that on full blast. That scared the shit out of us. Just the loud noise, because we're so used to the beginning just being silent that when we heard that, we're like, oh, this is sick. But ow. Oh, and also, fun fact about the song, the very beginning of it, there's a phone call in it.
Okay.
I made the phone call myself. I was like, you know what? I kind of want talking in the very beginning of the song. So I made the phone call. I called my what I did is I called my mom for the first part, was like, hey, what's up? It's
Yeah.
me, message at the beep. So because I wanted that voicemail sound. So I went into CapCut, edited that together, and the person who's speaking as the ex is actually my sister. So that's not like an actual voicemail that was left. It's my sister. Because I remember she's also very shy when it comes
Yeah.
to putting her voice out there. So we called her and we're like, hey, can you call me and leave a voicemail? We didn't say anything about it. So she called the first time, she left a voicemail, and I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to have her do it again and get like the right take. And then my mom, funny enough, she goes, oh, yeah, you're going to be on the song. I'm like, Mom, shush. Because then she got like very weird out about it. But then because she did it the first time, she's like, all right, fine, I'll do it how many times you need. And so we got a plethora of takes. We sent them off to the producer. He picked out the ones that he liked, and then I actually spliced it together, so I did have
Yeah.
that kind of punch to it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so all the editing in that very first 5 seconds of the voicemail, that's all me. I edited that all together. So I was very proud of myself.
Damn, that's really cool.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. And I love your rings too. They're awesome.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, actually, fun fact, this one, if I can take it off, hold on. It's actually a health tracker ring. And it tracks like my
Oh.
sleep, my steps, my calorie intake, all
Oh
the fun
wow.
things. And I'm very much of a guy who likes to know how many times, not how many times, how many hours I've slept. Yeah, probably not anymore because it's very little. So I look at my app, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna put that down and pretend I didn't sleep that little much.
Yeah,
Okay.
right, right.
Hey, if you pretend it's not there, it's not there.
You're absolutely right. Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on doing this. You're so awesome. It was so much fun
Thank you.
chatting.
Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you for having me. This was fun as hell. I had a lot of fun.
Same, same. I mean, talking all the stuff that I love is the same stuff that you love. Like that's really that's awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
All right, but I don't want to take up a lot of. I mean, I know I had you on here for like an hour already, so but
You're good.
like,
You're good, man.
all right.
All
Have
right.
a
Thank
good
you so much.
one.
You too. Peace.
Bye.